We're rolling.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we're rolling. It's time. Do you want to do the intro or slide?
Damn. I got this, baby.
We're here, episode 1, the Gooms Pod.
Yes, my peoples, them.
Damn.
Welcome to episode 1 of the Gooms Pod. I feel a little bit emotional, bro.
I'm excited, bro. This is something that we've been talking about it for a hot minute. Well, no. Knuck on handshake. Little handshake quickly. I'm a proud
handshake.
man. Do you want to explain to what knuck on means? I can't do the translation.
No. Let's leave that for another time. We'll integrate the language barriers and all that kind of stuff.
Okay,
the people that get on board. Me and H are going to spit a lot of Gringlish. That's quite normal. But
I have to spit Gringlish.
I
have to spit Gringlish. I can't speak very good Greek, man.
But yeah. Welcome to episode 1, man.
We're here.
We're gassed. It's been a long time coming. It's been in the works for a hot minute. It's always something that me and you always wanted to do.
Yeah. We're podcast listeners, but the thing is, with both of the way that we kind of view life, it's like we'd rather be the suppliers rather than the consumers of a product.
Damn.
Does that
right.
make sense?
Damn right.
It's true though, man. You can either sit and you can consume content, or you're gonna go and put it out, whether it's a product, content, XYZ, a service.
So yeah, obviously speaking of putting out content, me and H also, for the people that don't already know, run a video marketing agency.
Sir.
That is also another reason why we wanted to start the podcast, so that we can not only document our lives but also our journey in business. Obviously,
Inspire.
yeah. As the pod grows, as more episodes come, you're going to see a variety of guests, aspiring entrepreneurs, people that have already done it, and some really, really cool stories. I mean, we've got some sick things lined up already.
With probably the next 5 weeks, we've got some dope guests lined up, and we're going to even do like in-house pods as well.
Yeah,
so
man.
just with kind of people that are involved with us guys immediately. It's exciting times, man. It's like literally these past few months has been the start of a new chapter for us.
Yeah,
it actually is fucking nuts.
We don't really have too much of a plan in terms of what exactly you can expect from this podcast. Just know we're going to speak our truths. We're both very, very opinionated individuals, I'd say. But I'd also like to think that we've got our shit together, and we can add a lot of value in our conversations, but also have a bit of fun.
Yeah, now for me, I feel like I want to inspire and I want to entertain. Like, that's what I look for when I go and listen to a pod. Like,
1,000,000%.
I've been listening to Joe Rogan the past couple of days. It's like Chris Williamson. Really interesting pod, but it's funny and it's very inspiring as well. Yeah, I've got both of those attributes.
Bro, I can confirm you do have both those attributes.
Man.
But yeah, I want to kind of kick this off with what is Gooms, because
it's a very good question.
For people that don't really know us on a personal level, that don't really have any kind of insight to our lives and what we're trying to build here, Gooms to your average person is like, yo, why would you name your business like a goon? Like, are you weird or some shit? But like, it's not goon, it's Gooms, and
Gooms.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Gooms is a short abbreviated word for gumbaro. Now, gumbaro is, the way to explain gumbaro would probably be the same way in Spanish that somebody would call, so Harris would be my amigo in Spanish. Yeah. The same way in Greek, he would be my gumbaro. So Gooms is a short abbreviated version of that.
And then for the girl, then Gumera.
Make
sure they know that one, man.
Hey, H has been cracking down on his Gringlish, man. So yeah, you've got your Gumbari and your Gumeres. That is the male and the female version of essentially your best friends, the people that are going to come on your stag do, your hen do, the people that are going to be at your wedding, your right hand men and women. So obviously H is my best friend. He has been now for a decade, just under.
Damn straight.
We're coming up to our anniversary, man.
It actually is. It's almost been 10 years, man. Like, bro, should we tell them the story about how we first met? I think that's a very good idea. Obviously,
yeah, go on, take it away.
Right, so
I mean, we've got two very different.
So there's 2 times. There was the first time we met, and then there was the start of our friendship.
Okay, can I say the first time we met? Because I think it's more funny on my behalf.
The thing is, I don't actually remember it.
You would say that though, wouldn't you?
No, I swear to God, I don't. I swear to God, I actually don't remember it.
So, the first time, H actually lived round the corner from my current home address. Like, when I say, if I stood on my front door and threw a tennis ball, picked it up where it landed and threw another tennis ball, it would hit his house. Yeah. That's how close he is. So, well, he was. And I didn't know he existed, and he didn't know I existed.
I saw your dad once.
Oh, that helps, doesn't it?
He was walking the dog.
But yeah, so H was literally around the corner from me, and we had no clue. And my grandma and my grandma and granddad basically lived in, and I turned up the one day as I would, just to go and visit, go get some food. You know what Greek grandmas are like. And Christo, we have a Greek boy over the road. Go and say hello. That was an impression of my grandma for the people that didn't already clock onto that. And obviously that Greek boy was H. So I just wanted, at the time, I was an aspiring football player. I just wanted to get in the garden and hit the net because my nan had a big nine-a-side garden.
You injured your knee and it hindered your career, and then...
Why are you trying to violate for? Ep 1 and you're already throwing shade. Say less.
I'm messing with you, man.
Say less. I remember it. But, so yeah, I just wanted to get in the garden and just hit the ball at the back of the net. But she forced me to go over, and it was probably the best thing that she ever did that I didn't know at the time.
Yeah.
So I've gone over, I've introduced myself. Hello, hello, hello. And there's this young Charalambos Konstantinos Neogleos.
For those that don't know, that's my full name.
The young buck H, yeah? Before the talisman was the talisman.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to go in the garden. I wanted to hit the ball at the net. And H was like doing some like weird karate shit. Now,
see, the thing is,
to this day, you deny it.
Doing that.
Bro, I would not make this stuff up, bro.
I don't think
I'm not trying to dig young H out, bro. I'm spitting facts.
Listen, I don't think that you're making up, but I don't remember it.
That's calm. Look, listen, I promise you guys, I would not be trying to slaughter H, even though at every given moment he's going to throw a dig at me, and you guys will realize that as this podcast progresses. But it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. And he was doing like, you know, in Get Hard, when he's like, oh yeah, I know how to fight. And he's going like that.
Yeah.
H was doing some shit like that, and H was into Lego. Like, he was a bit of a geek.
No, I actually was a geek, and then I got in trouble for my first time in year 8.
That's when you came out, ooh boy.
I filmed one of my friends in the shower.
Nice.
One of the teachers overheard it. It sounds a bit bad saying it now, but
right.
13, we're fucking around. I put it on my Snap story. Got suspended for
There's something else that you guys did on Snapchat as well at school, which I'm not going to mention, where you got in a bit of trouble.
Yeah.
The real OGs will know exactly what I'm talking about, yeah? We're talking way back. He was a nasty...
No, but that transition from year 8 is when I went from being a geek to like, fuck, like, I can have a bit of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, nah. Well, let me finish it. So, so I went over and I kind of left thinking, oh my God, like this dude, man, we're just not going to get on. We're two very, very different people.
We were quite different at the time though.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. And I can't remember the actual duration between, like the time period between then and the story you're going to tell now. I don't think it was that long though.
Well, we moved into the house opposite your nan and granddad in 2000, end of 2011, start of 2012.
So what year would we have been in?
Year
7
6 going into year 7.
Oh yeah, calm. And we met in year 8 properly.
Yeah, so it would have been.
So we were 11, like acquaintances.
We were 11, and then at 13, 14. That's when we became friends. So the story about how we actually started our friendship was I was meeting someone that went to school with.
It was half term, innit?
Yeah.
Half term as a kid was the best week of your life, innit? The best week of your life, bro. No week would top the half term, but yeah, go on.
You're fucking cutting me up, man. I was sat there like, I was trying to say my story.
We need the headphones, man.
So it was half term, it was a school holiday, and I was gonna meet one of Chris's friends from school. Like, so he was a mutual in between us, and he was like, "Do you mind if I bring Chris?" I was like, "Yeah, of course." Like, I know him, met him a couple of times.
Yeah, big G.
And and then Chris rolled, and then throughout that whole week, we met like pretty much every day.
Yeah, I still remember to this day that picture in the car park by Benedicto's. Yeah,
man.
And I was holding like some little Topshop or River Island bag or some shit.
Do you know what? I'll tell you what, I'll never forget. Funny story from when we were growing up was when we went to go watch 22 Jump Street. That was probably the first time we ever went to the cinema. It was probably one of the first times we ever did anything together.
I was bare. So with H, as you guys can probably see, I've still got a baby face, and H looks about 40.
Fuck off.
That has been the case.
He's moaning about the digs. He's fucking going to throw that one straight at me.
1-1, motherfucker.
Listen, I don't look 40. I'd take late 20s.
Yeah,
it's
okay,
like a
cool.
Sexy late 20s.
Okay, but you look older than you are. So for people that don't already know, me and H are actually both 21. Your birthday's next week. Wait, you will be 22 when this comes out.
Yeah, I will. Fucking hell. That's scary.
Happy birthday, bro.
Thank you, man. That's scary to fucking think about, though. Look, bro, how, like, it feels like yesterday was like the start of lockdown. Feels like yesterday was like when we were fucking 16 at school. Like, I know it was a long time ago, but do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, time goes fast, and like taking it for granted. It's like
we're gonna get back to lockdown.
We're not fucking wasting our time right now.
Yeah,
grafting.
We're gonna get back to lockdown, and how I think that was a massive changing point in both of our lives.
Facts.
But yeah, let me get back to it. So, as you can tell, I'm the baby face, and I'm the pretty boy. No, and H obviously always just looked a lot older than me. He developed man early. Like, you were like 13 and you had a mustache and a little goatee.
The little goatee.
Yeah. And like H had traps and like shoulders, and his biceps were popping, and he was a kid.
I've always been genetically gifted.
He was just an early bloomer. You were an early bloomer, and I was a very, very late bloomer. So obviously, I'm like just under 6 foot now. But when I was
stop chatting shit. You laughed. You knew you were gonna
5'10".
get a reaction at me. Bro, you're on 5'8".
No, I'm not, bro. I'm 5'9", 5'10" in Air Force.
Check out, my YouTube video. It's going to come out after the pod, and we're going to measure Chris in it. So make sure you check out the YouTube video.
Fuck you, bro. I'm cutting that out in the edit. But, so I was really, really, like, baby looking. I was really short. And we wanted to go to watch 22 Jump Street, and it was a 15. And me and you were both not 15.
13, 14.
Yeah. And I remember, like, I was so scared. You know that time when you tried to get into the club for the first time with a fake ID? For the people that have been there before, that's how I felt walking into View Cinemas Worcester. So H actually went to the counter to get the tickets with a girl that you went to school with that also looked a little bit older.
She was like fucking 7 foot. She was bare tall.
Yeah. She was just, obviously girls naturally just do develop earlier than the man then, but I remember like being stood by the door watching them like, oh, are they going to get the tickets? Are they not? Da-da-da. And H and this girl walk out and they're like, yes, we've got them. And we like snuck in. We had to sneak in.
We were shitting ourselves for like literally no reason.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But we got into a 15 movie and like, you know when you were younger and you went and watched that movie and you had to get the snap. When it comes up and it tells you the rating and then the title and all of that kind of stuff. I remember that snap and I did it with my chest, bro. Like, yeah, I'm in a 15. I'm what? But yeah, nah, man. That was the start of
the relationship.
Possibly the best relationship that I have.
Yeah, bro.
The brother that I never had. My brother from another mother. My brother outside of my blood.
Facts. Literally.
My gumbaro.
We do.
Games.
It's true though. We literally do everything together. Like literally, we're in business together. Obviously, if we're gonna go out, we do that. Like literally, highs and the lows, man. Everything's been together.
For real, man. For real.
It's a 10-year anniversary soon. It's a year left.
Yeah, you better take me to Bali for our 10 years, or else I'm breaking up with you.
Fuck that. The business can do
it. My God.
COVID changed a lot. Genuinely, I'm so thankful for COVID.
At the same time, fuck COVID, but
yeah, no, I said from the start, the amount of arguments I had with my mum and dad, I said that it was fucking bollocks. Like I used to argue with them
trapped in
a
matrix. That's why.
Literally
in real time.
Wages. I'm joking. But now I was the amount of arguments I had with my mum and dad, they were like, people are dying and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, but it's just not real.
Bro, over the course of COVID, I mean. We ain't got the budget yet to have someone to do a fact check, but I'm pretty sure I saw there was more people that died from suicide during the time of COVID than actually COVID-19. And for the whole world to go into a complete lockdown and to be paused.
We've got to be careful about how we say it. We've got to say the vid or something like that. How are we going to say it?
Yeah, let's refer to it as the vid.
Yeah, the vid that shot out.
Or Peatroot 19.
Just the reason that we had to stay indoors. Peatroot 19. The reason that we had to stay indoors.
We were locked in, bro.
Yeah. I had fuck tons of arguments, but that was a massive changing point for me. I had so many bad trims during that period.
Bad?
Trims.
That's why you shaved your head?
I shaved my head at the start, and then I had the barcode trim. They were like the two trims, but I got rid of my beard, and I went back to the goatee and the tash. That wasn't good.
Yeah, no, that wasn't.
In Cyprus, I fucked up my goatee trying to shape it up, so I had to shave it off, and I just had a tash.
I think I just let my hair go, you know.
I should have, because I would have had my hair like this way sooner.
And I mean, it's okay to say now, but I mean, me and Hedge got a pretty good relationship with our barber, and he patterned us. Oh, wait, we had the show, bro. We filmed the show in lockdown. I think that might have been my first trim.
During lockdown? Nah, I feel like we had a couple of yours. I remember there was the once that your dad lost his shit.
Oh, yeah. He was like, why is the barber here then? And then he ended up getting his hair cut as well.
No, he was moaning because he had to wait for his trim. That's what he was fuming.
Oh, fucking hell.
But yeah, no, lockdown, it was just, for me, it's like, I kind of took that step and started to take my risks.
Bro, you went into sicko mode in vid, bro. I remember.
I was just trying stuff, man. Like,
And you bought a whole gym.
yeah, no, yes, that was a funny story. You know, so we're all at our friend's house, and the boys said to me, they were like, hey, like, what are you gonna do about training? Like, how are you gonna train? And I was just like, fuck. It's like, what am I gonna do about training? So I sat there and I spent like £1,500 just on gym equipment, filled up my garage, like barbell, rack, stuff like that, just so I could train. But that's probably one of the best investments I've ever made. You know, those 2 years what was it, like a year and a half, 2 years, like in and out of gyms being open and stuff like that. Like that.
You used that, bro.
Yeah, every single day.
And that was your escape as well at the same time.
Yeah.
Don't forget, there was only a certain amount of times you would be able to go out for a walk, especially with your parents being strict on obviously the rules and all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
like, you were really only going out once a day, 2 at a push. Do you know what I mean? So you'd go and do your walk.
To be fair, they didn't mind me going out and walking. I used to walk bare, and I used to walk for so long as well during lockdown.
Back the top off, get the tan lines.
Yeah. No, I used to walk my top off, man, and fucking I got old neighbours that used to like perv over me.
No, what about the one? So you went on like that? I remember you went on a walk and it was hot.
No, I went on a run. No, I know exactly what you're gonna say. Now, and I had massive tan lines.
You had you actually had a white vest just on your skin.
Yeah, no, but obviously I built the gym, and then I started YouTube. What happened before that? No, I started H Gains.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody that fucking knew about H Gains. That was probably the biggest turning point in my life, was starting H Gains. And looking back on it now, I would have never thought it, because I started that with the intentions of just, I've got a gym page on Instagram, but it gave me the confidence to go and actually try the risks that I always wanted to take.
And as well, I think that period of time also allowed you to open your eyes to who are your people.
Yeah.
Who are you going to keep around you? Who's really fucking with what you're doing?
It was the start of it. It was the start of kind of realizing who was real. This one.
You didn't put your phone on D&D?
I did put phones on D&D. It might be someone important, emergency contact. So I'm going to carry on waffling whilst Chris is on the phone then. What shall I waffle about? Your mom. Papa Squat Keys. Right, back. Right.
Sorry for the inconvenience, people. I'm back.
Right, no, so
I'm back.
During lockdown, that gym page, starting H Gains, for those that remember, it was it opened my eyes a lot to kind of fucking, just because you're around people doesn't mean that they fuck with you. Like, I don't know, man. There's like a lot of jealousy around, but it's being able to recognize the jealousy away from people that kind of want the best for you or just don't understand. I feel like that's something that I had to come to terms with. Like, there's just certain people who don't understand, and then there's jealousy, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's obviously, we're still young and we're still learning. It's like we've got so much life experience to have. I'm a lot more open than I used to be, I'd say.
No, I agree.
So, yeah.
I agree.
But so started a fucking gym page, and then it was like started YouTube, and that obviously YouTube was something I always wanted to do during school. Like, that was like watching the Sidemen and stuff like that growing up, all the football videos. That was when that was all going crazy. I used to play PlayStation. I used to say like to all my friends at school, like, imagine if we fucking film this, put it on YouTube. Then shout out J1 Nico. I've already shouted him out before about it, but he's the one that got me onto the YouTube grind, and I can't thank him enough for that, because that was like even more character building. Fucking people violating
me. And starting YouTube,
if you
taught you the skills that you now monetize and have as a business.
If I never started YouTube again, like I know that I always had a natural talent for making film, editing video, from when I was at school, because there was like a few little bits that I kind of did, and people told me that I had natural talent for it. But then starting YouTube, kind of, I learned the craft, and then that's allowed me to get where I am now. Obviously, you started YouTube as well, so you knew the basics. It's like, now we've got a video marketing agency. Like, we're not the craziest busy, but we've managed to step away from our family businesses and
we got out.
Go for it.
We got out,
That's the craziest thing. One thing, right, there's a bitch. It's a fucking bitch, and I just want to say fuck you to her. When I was 17, I went and linked to
Wait, one minute. Do I know this bitch?
Yeah, no. You do know. I'll tell you after. I'm not gonna name drop her.
Do it and we'll beep it.
No. I'm not gonna name drop her. No, I'll tell you after. Anyways,
I want to know.
Anyways, I went and met her. Well, she was from Solihull. So you might be able to, yeah. Anyways, I went and met her in my
bitch.
I went and met her in my Vauxhall Corsa.
The coupe.
Yeah, the fucking coupe. fucking good whip. Serious fucking whip. The amount of memories we got in that car is ridiculous. But anyways, I went and met her. And I remember my car fucking, like, it broke down. I was having some problems with it. Like, the most embarrassing shit ever. And I said to her, I was like, I'm not going to be in the fish and chip shop forever. Like, it's a pretty standard thing in the Greek community to have fish and chip shops. And I said to her, like, I'm not going to be in the fish and chip shop forever. And she said to me, she was like, once you're in there, you're never going to leave, ever. It's like, just look at me now. Fuck
right,
you,
let's just do let's do a quick one of these ones.
No, literally, fuck you,
that
bitch. She didn't believe, bro. But it's like, everything that I'm doing, I don't feel like I've got a point to prove, but I get satisfaction out of being like, fuck you, like, I did it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, there's probably going to be people, bro, like, for the first fucking 20 episodes of the podcast, we're like, there's going to be people that aren't going to fuck with it just because we're trying to do something.
Bro, we've been there and we've done it. And at the end of the day, like, obviously, leading on from your YouTube point as well, like, we were both doing YouTube. Obviously, you did it more out of the passion for the actual creating content. Mm-hmm. I did it for something that I thought was going to benefit me more in the long term with the show and all of that kind of stuff. But we literally applied ourselves for that period of time to learning the craft of how to shoot, edit, market, all of the things that we did. And look, we didn't do it amazingly. And there was people that used to say to us, yo, are you making any money from it? Are you doing it? Like, why are you wasting your time? And bro, we'd finish work. We would work in long hours as well. We'd finish work. We'd get home. We'd have to fit editing in between while staying on top of work. And we went out and we spent a lot of money, bro, trying to do things like to entertain our videos.
We were basically trying to be like the fucking Nelk Boys. That's when we fucking started watching those loads. But to be honest with you, the YouTube's something that
I'll be honest, I just want to shout out Nelk and Full Send.
Some of the goats, bro. I can't lie. Even they done a lot for me, bro. Just how they're fucking doing YouTube. Like, 100. They don't care about the AdSense. They don't care about it. It's like, they built up a cult. Almost similar to Represent. I want to shout those boys out as well. I feel like they've done a lot for us.
Yeah.
Fucking
100. 100. The Behind the Brand series is a bad boy series, I'll be honest.
Yeah, man.
That shit got me up at 6 a.m.
We met George Heaton and Michael Heaton, the Represent boys as well. So basically the story behind that is, I feel we said that we were gonna, after this happened, we said that we were gonna save it for the pod and say it then. So it's a cool story. So imagine it is a Thursday.
You instigated it.
I instigated it, but how glad are you that I did instigate
it? No, you instigated it, but you didn't think that I was going to go along.
I didn't think that you were going to say yes to it.
I'm at a shop. This was before we even started. Well, we started, but we never started.
This was probably... So I was still doing... So this was just after Chris got involved. So I was doing freelance videography before the marketing agency, the video marketing agency. And then Chris rang me up one night, basically, long story short, he was like, if there's ever someone you want to get involved, shout me. And I was like, fucking order a camera, get involved type thing.
Yes, sir.
And then so this was just like probably 2 weeks before I left the shop working at the family business. And Chris, I was sat in the toilet, I was having a shit. And I know there was a Represent event going on at End in Manchester. And it was like for like the new End collection or some bollocks like that. Fuck knows. I just wanted to go because we really...
Bearing in mind, it was like 1 p.m. as well.
Yeah, it was like 1 p.m. and the event started at like 6. And we obviously would have had to have left by 2. And I was supposed to go to work. I was about to leave for work in about 20 minutes. And, my dad's going to listen to this. I'm going to get fucked over. But anyways,
You called me and said, bro, there's the should we go?
I know, I sent you the post on Instagram. I was like, should we go? ? And you were like, yeah. And at that point, I'm like, fuck. Like, shit, I've called his bluff now and I have to go.
Yeah.
Obviously, so this was an invite-only event as well. And we weren't invited. On the grand scheme of things, we are basically a bunch of nobodies.
Nah, for real.
So it's like, we were like, fuck.
Know your place, King. Know where you're at, King.
We were just like, fuck it, let's try our luck. Drove all the way to Manny. Actually, no, wait, fuck. I skipped out the important part. The important part, my dad getting fucked off. I walked downstairs.
Can we do a fuck count for H, please?
No, I do swear a lot.
I'm on about, I actually think I'm on 60 so far, and we're like 20 minutes in.
You know what it is? My mom moans at me, but I think it's like, swearing is like, it's an expression.
Why are you angry
genuinely, though? I'm not angry, but I feel like everybody expresses how they feel in different ways. This is how I justify it to my mom, and it makes sense. Like, I just express the way that I feel by swearing a lot, and I convey my thoughts and ideas through swearing. It makes perfect sense.
He's making no sense.
I am making sense, man. I am making sense. There's people that just do swear. Like, they just do swear a lot. Anyways, I've walked downstairs. I'm like, Dad. Like,
first word back into the sentence. What was it?
That was unintentional. Anyways, I've walked downstairs. I'm like, Dad, you good?
Damn, son, sorry about that.
I walked downstairs. I'm like, Dad, I've been invited to this event in Manchester, a really important networking event. Do you mind? he didn't say a word to me. He just stood up. He was like, fucking hell, age. He was like, you got to tell me before. Walked upstairs. I had no idea. I was like, am I going? Am I going to work? I was like, fuck. Walked downstairs in his work clothes.
You just
went
said
to
the
work.
door slammed.
Yeah, didn't really say much to me. I'm like, fuck, okay, we're going. I drove to Manny. We had no fucking clue what was going on. Tried going in. We're like, is there any chance that we can get in? Like, got to end. We're like, is there any chance that we can get into the event, etc.?
No, bro. It was open.
Yeah,
the shop was open.
End was open as normal.
And we went up, and I was like, right, okay. I wanted to just get a hoodie anyway because I never had a hoodie. But we went up and we saw them unloaded, and I was like, like the crew's making their way in.
Yeah, we saw the crew. We didn't see the boys.
We were like, can you guys do anything? And they were like, look, listen, I'm not the man to speak to. That's the manager over there. And he was a dick. Do you remember?
He wasn't that bad.
No, bro, that guy was like, no. Yeah, guy.
That's the one that you went and spoke to, and then I spoke to one on the way out.
Yeah, but that was just a security guard.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. He worked there as well. He had something to do with the event because he was talking to some of the boys from Represent.
We got his number as well.
Yeah,
hit him, no response.
He took my number.
No response, no nothing.
He didn't mess. He told me he was going to call me whether it was a yes or no, just nothing. But we just turned up. Like
we went and got food. You were ready to go home. I was like, bro, fuck it. Let's just swing past anyway. Yeah. Let's go and have a look. And let's just try a look. What's the worst thing that can happen?
We just talked our way in. And that was probably one of the first. Yeah, well, we snuck our way in. We're in the YouTube video on the Represent thing. And it's like, we sat right at the front. Had the convo. We spoke to him. Yeah, basically, bro. We were taking in fucking knowledge. These guys are like similar. They're creatives.
They really did it, man.
Yeah, man. And that was like, I remember leaving that event, like there were so many cool people there. We must have exchanged details with like 10 different guys.
Opened up some jobs, opened up some potential guests.
Just fucking cool people that are doing cool things. Like whether it was a model, whether it was someone that was part of the Represent brand, whether it was just someone that fucking worked in End but had big like goals and dreams.
Yeah,
like just being around like-minded people just does a lot regardless. And that was probably one of the first times that we actually were.
Yeah.
And leaving that event, I remember walking out with you. Like, we felt like the fucking guys.
Bro, we got video.
Yeah, you did.
We got a video. I got a video on my phone. If I can find it, I'll actually put it in now so you guys can see it. And me and H are gassed.
We left and we were just fucking buzzing. We were like, fuck, we're doing it, man.
Yeah, because the thing is, we knew that we were in a room with a lot of people that are doing a lot of cool things for themselves, and they're really, really doing stuff. And we walked in and were in awe of like the people, not only just the people, the networks that were in there, yeah, exactly. Like just, there was people that really did it and were continuing to do so. And we were just in there as two like innocent kids. I'll put money on that. We were probably the youngest people in there as well.
Facts. And we held ourselves like we were some of the oldest guys in there.
And towards the end of the event, like, I don't know, it just felt like people were gravitating towards us and wanted to conversate towards us. And everybody that we shared our story with and shared our goals and where we wanted to get to, our aspirations with, they were like, wow, like, you boys really sound like you're going to do it. And I remember, bro, we were on our way home and we were gassed.
Of course we were.
That long M-way trip, I think we just shuffled Drake R&B and just let it sit in the background.
Do you know what it is though? People underestimate how beneficial it is being around, like just being even in those environments, and the people that don't realize that these things are possible. Is
bro, we were fired up, bro, just from going to an event.
I know.
Just because we had conversations with people and we got the reassurance from other people that like
we're doing it.
What we're doing, because effectively from where we're from, bro, there's a very few selective people that really understand our end goal.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, when we speak to them about where we want to get to and what we want to do, are always quick to be like, are you sure? Well, you could do this, you could do that. A lot closer to home than we actually think. But when you're in a room like that with people that are actually doing the things that you want to do, or in a similar category, effectively, whether it be a model or a CFO, or you're in fashion, or you're doing videography, or whatever it is, a creative, or somebody that just got their head down and got to work.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And is doing it. When you're in that environment and those type of people are saying, yo, like what you guys are talking about, like I'm fucking with it, like I respect it. That really did something to us, bro.
Yeah.
Like it really did.
Do you know what it is? It's those people that are doing good things probably kind of look at us as them youngest, like as themselves younger, and are like, fuck.
How many times?
We were the same as that,
bro. How many times have people said, what? You man are 21, bro. When I was 21, I was lit. I was going out. I was like nothing.
That's how you carry yourself.
Nothing more gets me gassed up than that, bro.
We're dialed the fuck in.
When people respect, when people look like and they think, fuck, these guys are 21. and they're already in that mental state.
Having that belief in something that isn't visible to you is fucking tough. But like, and it's especially tough getting up every fucking day without the results coming in, because realistically, that's what it's been. For the past fucking 3 years, it's been grinding without results. And it's like, we're still going, and we're finally, after 3 whole fucking years, from when we were 16, man, we were saying that we were going to start this business, like, it's been cooking for a minute. And it's like, finally, like, we're starting to see a fucking pinch of salt of result.
Yeah, the way that I describe it is like, think of a big, you know, the mazes that you have to walk through, like the patterns.
Mm-hmm.
And there's an entrance there, and directly at the other side, there's the way out.
Yeah,
you walk in, and everyone gets lost.
Mm-hmm.
The end goal is the way out. And it was like, we always knew where we wanted to get to.
Yeah.
We didn't ever know how we were going to get there.
It's like the past.
And I feel like in the last 6 months, and maybe a little bit more, it's like you've got this like a tiny eye hole going straight through, and you can see that end goal. And it's like, if you close that one eye and you have a look, and you really, really have a look, you can see everything you've ever dreamed of. And the path is there. Slowly but surely, the path is becoming more and more apparent. And it's like, honestly, bro, I couldn't think of anybody better to be on this journey with than with you, bro. Honestly, like from the youngest age, like
we used to go and sit in the back of a coffee shop in Worcester called Bolero. We'd go get coffee, sit outside, and we'd just talk about fucking businesses that we want to start. Obviously, we talk about our relationship.
Bro, we were like 16, 17, bro, and we were talking about how we're going to be rich, how we're going to be millionaires, and like, we're nowhere near. Dead ass.
I'm basically broke.
Yeah, bro, we're nowhere near. Me and H were literally talking the other day. Like, our actual personal accounts have less money in than our business account.
The business account doesn't even have a lot of money in it.
Like, everything you see here now has been funded by mine and H's last 4 years of working in our family businesses.
Literally, absolutely everything. And I'm fucking grateful as well, because a lot of people don't get the opportunities that we had.
1,000,000%.
And the opportunities that our parents have like provided. But people always say to me, like,
you should have stayed. If I was in your position, I would.
I wasn't even going to talk about that. That's a whole nother topic that we'll get onto like later on. But it's like, I was just going to say, people always like, would you have been the same? Like, even my mum and dad, they're like, would you have been the same if you didn't have this to fall back on?
I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, that's facts. I guess we will never know. But with how I am as a person, and that I always strive for more, and I put myself out of my comfort zone daily, and I'm disciplined, and I'm fucking, like, I'm strong mentally. Like, I don't think that I would have fucking settled for the norm.
100.
I don't think I would have. But yeah, like Chris said, I guess we'll never fucking
Bro, I always knew, yeah. I always knew. And I always,
great.
whenever I think of this, I always get a flashback into my year 4 classroom where I was in my own thoughts, and I genuinely thought that this was my world. And every other person,
that's the way that I look at it,
bro,
as well.
every other person in the classroom, including the teacher, every other person, they were all just moving parts in my world.
Bro, it's the exact same way that I look at it as well.
Bro, and I was like, looking back on it, like, it might come across like not like cocky. Like, at the time, I was a little bit cocky as well. I was a bit of a little shit, to be honest. But
yeah, a few people used to say that about you.
Yeah, bro. But you know what? That shows.
I never thought that about you, though. I was friends with you.
Yeah, but you knew me though.
Yeah.
I see that as growth, and I can admit, you know what? I probably was a bit of a cocky little prick.
Yeah.
I was. But it's because I knew, bro. Bro, I knew I was special, bro. Like, I knew that I wasn't destined to be normal. I didn't know how. I didn't know why. I didn't know when. Like, whether it be me playing in front of 100,000 people in Wembley, bro, and scoring a hat-trick in the World Cup final, like, or just whatever. I just knew that I was not going to be normal.
Did you know that there's a specific genetic that, like, entrepreneurs have? So
you're not going to get fact checked now, are you?
No. I'm not going to fact check it. But it's like, wow, if someone wants to go and fucking search it, they can. I could be completely wrong, but I saw this clip on TikTok. Grant Cardone was talking about it. There's a specific genetic that entrepreneurs have. So it's not even just something. Well, it could even be something potentially that you're born with. Obviously, something that we don't know for sure. Yeah. I saw that clip and I just thought it was interesting.
Well, can you tell us what it is then, or what?
What, the gene? It's just a gene, bro.
Oh,
it's a gene. It's a genetic that you're born with. No.
I don't think being an entrepreneur is for everyone. I don't think it's easy.
It's damn straight, it's not fucking easy. I'll tell you what, I was fucking on my phone earlier and a quote came up. You know, I've got like the motivation app on my phone.
Yeah.
I know you got it as well. It was like the struggle's part of the story. And I was like, fuck, I needed this right now. Because we just left a month of doing fucking record numbers and doing stupid amounts, which we never would have thought we would have done this quickly, to a month where we're kind of getting shafted in the ass a little bit.
Yeah.
And it was like, I saw that and I was just like, fuck. Like I've been stressing about it a little bit because it's fucking scary. Like whether the money's going to come in next month, whether everybody's fucking happy, whether we're going to sign clients.
Listen, bro, I told you this the other day when we spoke, and I'll say it again. There's no, like, we wake up every single day, and every single day we fucking try, bro. And like,
it's inevitable.
We're committed to the end goal. We're committed to the journey. We're committed to everything that we want to do, and we're so invested. And it's like, why we work so well is that the other day I had a slack day, and it weren't even 5 o'clock, and you called me the fuck out. Like,
well, no, this was yesterday, innit?
You called me the fuck out, bro. Like, it's not. We're so invested in the end goal and where we want to get to that you might have a bad month. We might have 2, 3, 4, 6 bad months, bro. Yeah. But I know we will not quit.
No, I know that for a fact.
We will not quit. And if you dedicate yourself properly for over a course of time, and you've got the skill set, both in the craft and just with people, which we both have.
You can learn those skills though.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. But if you've got that thing in you where I'm going to learn something new, I'm going to apply myself, I'm going to work hard, I'm going to be disciplined, I'm gonna try to get this shit did.
That's all you have to do.
There's no stopping you, man. There's no stopping you. Like, and bro, I said this to you the other day. I said, let's say no money comes in this month. We just tighten up a little bit. We don't go out for a dinner. We don't do whatever. But guess what? We stay on our fucking grind. And guess what? Next month, everything's going to sort itself out. And I know that for a fact.
We're quite fortunate that we've had a couple clients reach out as well, which is always nice. Obviously, they're people that kind of in and around. Like, they don't know us personally, but it's like maybe a friend of a friend. But that's... referrals is a massive part of this business.
Of course, bro.
I want to say this now as well. To someone that doesn't know what the fuck they want to do, just start doing a service, bro. I'm surprised that, like, it's not easy by all means. Like, it's a very long process, but the fundamentals are pretty straightforward.
A service business in 2023, for me, is the most accessible and the easiest way to get the 3 things that I think everybody strives for. And the 3 things is financial freedom, time freedom, and location freedom.
Yeah, facts.
Now, if you can have a service in 2023, which is virtual, online, and you're providing a service to a business or to a person or to whatever, you're going to get paid very well. And you'll be surprised at how much you're going to get paid.
Do you know what it is at the moment, though? Is that me and you, we've got all this freedom, but we haven't got any money to spend.
I know, bro.
That's the worst.
I wish I had this amount of time and 100 M's in the bank.
I know. No, literally, like... But that's part of it though. It's part of the fucking journey.
Nah, 100%, bro.
Because in 5 years' time, when we look back and we're like, fuck, like we did it, and like we're gonna laugh about the times where we used to fucking stay in and not go for food, and we used to like all these little things, man. And like we used to, I saw a thing, and it was like I think it was E-Man. He said or it might have been Tate. He was like I never check my bank account. He's like when you're broke, he's a big G.
Big G.
Like, he's like when you check your bank account every day. Which is I probably do every day or every other day. Like, it's because you're checking, because make sure the money's still fucking there.
Yeah.
If we got 100 million in the bank, you know that there's money in your account always. Do you understand? Like, my insurance came out and fucked me in the ass.
You go tap for an event door. Just tap it. Do it on your car plate. On your Apple Pay. Ding. And be like, yeah, that's cool, man. But no, you obviously you quoted this previously as well, but the big G, we can't not talk about him.
Tate, man.
Like he said, bro. Goat. Like he said, like when you get in that supercar and you put your foot down, that 0 to 150 miles an hour is the fun part.
Yeah. Facts.
But when you get to that cruising speed, you're just cruising, and that's not. There's no fun. There's no adrenaline. There's no that. In that moment, do you know what I mean? So we're in that acceleration part right now, and we gotta really take it in and soak it in, even though sometimes it is hard.
I am fucking enjoying the journey. I swear to God, like it is fun, and it's like it's teaching me so much. It's character building,
100%, bro.
And it's like I'm having experiences that people that are fucking 50 years old have never had.
Nah, for real.
It's straight facts, man. And it's like I actually said before, it's inevitable. It has to work. It fucking has to.
It has to. We don't have a choice, bro.
Yeah, right. Let's talk about Tate. We mentioned him twice.
Big G.
Let's
big
talk
G,
about
big
Tate.
G.
I fucking love Andrew Tate. That guy done
By the
so
way,
much of both of us.
Just to fill you guys in on how much that we actually appreciate this dude. My private story is Cobra Christian.
Yeah, mine's Talisman Tate, like his brother.
Talisman H.
Yeah, Talisman H. It's but bro.
Sorry guys, if I keep coughing, I'm just recovering from 12 weeks. Bro. See, this is the thing. H is talking about, yeah, man, we're gonna get there. We're gonna do this.
No, but
just
you have
talking
to
too
have
much,
fun
dude.
you have to have fun along the journey, man. I've got to pack those facts away. No, but fucking look, right. Let's talk about Tate, man. I fucking love Tate. That man has done so much for both of us.
Big
I know
G,
that's
man.
a fact. Turned me into a better man. That's facts. That's facts. He reignited that fucking anger that had to succeed.
H went from hose to hoe because of Tate.
Nah, I never had no hoes. So I went for a solid 6 months. I went like 2 months without sex just because I wasn't interested. I was just straight in my bag. And that's facts. I didn't do it because I can't get bitches, because I know for a fact if I go out on Saturday night, I can go
I don't
and get
appreciate
a
the
bitch.
way that you refer to women.
Okay, sorry. That, to be fair, that was quite nasty. Right, I know for a fact if I go out on a Saturday night, I can go home with a girl. That's facts. But it's like I choose not to. Yeah, but you know for a fact
Money
that you can as
changes,
well.
man. Money changes, man.
What money? The non-existent funds in my bank account. But it's like, I know for a fact that if I go out on a Saturday night, I can. It's like an 80, solid 80,
Unspoken Riz.
90% chance.
Unspoken Riz
fucking.
from Haralambos.
But it's like I choose not to. I choose not to give girls attention. I probably didn't message one girl for 2 months solid, purely because I'm in my fucking grind, and they are distractions. But if a female kind of aligns with what you've got going on, and you can,
No, 100%. Add value.
Yeah, and you can kind of justify, and she's like there to pick you up when you're not feeling 100%. It's like
100.
It benefits you, but even then it can even be a distraction. But that's something that only time will tell. Kind of having experience in between your two's relationship. I feel like, but Tate,
But I feel like you're throwing shade at me.
I'm not throwing shade at nobody, bro. I'm not throwing shade.
Nah,
at
I'm fucking with you, bro. I know what you're saying holds a lot of value, and I understand all your points. But I genuinely believe that if you really do find somebody that aligns with your life, like you said, adds value to you, and effectively wants nothing but the best from you, like having a woman next to you, I don't think there's anything more powerful than that.
It gives you a lot of fucking confidence,
bro. Like when you strut round and you know that I've got my fine ass girl that's waiting for me at home, or I'm at my shoot and she's texting me and saying, "Go smash that, smash your shit, daddy."
It's
like
attractive,
that
man.
shit makes me want to like fucking go and get my shit done,
you know
bro.
What it is? Probably one of the biggest turn-offs for me is if I've been messaging girls in the past and they don't understand what I've got going on in my life.
Why aren't you texting me?
Like,
why
bitch,
aren't you messaging me? Why are you always working for?
I'm not trying to be fucking...
Shut up, ho!
I'm not trying to be toxic. I'm not trying to fucking play games with you. But like, bitch, I'm busy sometimes.
Yeah,
like, I'm trying to get it.
No, there's nothing. I don't think there's anything more attractive in a girl than actual drive. Like somebody that matches our energy in terms of I have a goal and I'm going to do what it takes to get there. Like that's my priority.
I can't lie,
and
that's attractive. But I think equally, a girl that will fucking take care of. Nah.
Oh.
I was gonna talk on a level. Straight up. I'm gonna like a girl that fucking takes care of you as well, man.
You're just a mommy's boy. That's why you say
but
that,
that's
bro.
Facts. And my mom's convinced that I'm never gonna find a girl that's gonna look after me like she does. But I know for a fact I will.
Big G.
Yeah, of course I will, man. Big fucking G.
Yes, sir.
But no, Tate is the real big G. I think he's innocent. I think that Tate's innocent, and that's facts.
The thing is,
he called that he was gonna fucking get arrested, and I've been saying it to everybody. He's gonna get fucking killed this year. I pray that he doesn't, because I love that man so much. He does so much. His fresh content, giving fucking advice on X, Y, Z. The guy's a G. Like he's done so much for both of us.
He holds
a special place in my heart.
No, he has a lot. Everything that he says has a lot of value. I know when I watch him.
You know when he's joking.
I know that he's trolling 20% of the time. But that's the reason why he's such a genius, bro. Because he's trolling and he's doing the things that he knows are gonna get views. He knows are gonna get clipped and get pushed to TikTok. And who's to say that we would be speaking about him right now if his views weren't as extravagant as they are, weren't as out there as they are.
I saw a clip.
That's why he's Tate, bro.
I saw a clip and we were talking about it with my mom the other day when we were having like a debate with her about Tate. That Tate delivers a message that women should listen to in a way that men want to hear. Yeah, like men would understand listening to, and I think that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I'm not saying absolutely everything fucking girls should listen to, but
stuff
that he says makes sense.
That's my favorite saying.
Le Cap, right? Let's fucking touch on Le Cap. Why does LeBron James keep fucking lying all the time?
Yeah, man, I went to the arena. I didn't get a chance to go to the arena, man.
I actually didn't get a chance to see that. Bro, if you're at home now,
that's
and you're
my favorite.
To this,
that's my favorite saying.
Go onto TikTok and search Le Cap. Just look at the way that fucking LeBron James lies
consistently in real time.
The paradigm in which LeBron
he's still a GOAT though, bro. You gotta respect the man.
Do you know who I prefer? I prefer Kobe. Kobe gets me fired the fuck up. Rest in peace, my guy.
Yeah, no, R.I.P. Kobe, but like he was
dedicated.
Yeah. He was like a workaholic.
I saw on the Steve Bartlett podcast with his coach.
Don't doubt LeBron, no.
I don't. LeBron.
You don't get to where he gets to, bro, without that level of input.
I don't doubt him at all. But Kobe, he was that obsessed that before one of his games, he was shooting free throws, whatever. And is that what it's called? I think so.
Yeah,
free throw. He was just shooting them. And
he could tell the net was off.
It was like half a centimeter off the fucking net, or like 2 millimeters or something like that. Do you understand how?
Imagine throwing a ball from a certain position at a certain target that many times, that before a game you're throwing free throws to get warm, bro, and you could tell that it's half a centimeter off.
I saw
from the repetition, bro, for you to understand that.
I saw a clip about Kobe, and this is what it fucking means to be obsessed. One of his teammates from when he was alive, he said that Kobe never used to pass the ball and used to get angry at him for it. He'd be like, why the fuck isn't Kobe passing the ball to me? But he used to try and get to training early, be like, basically, his justification for it, Kobe's was the first at training, I'm the last at training, so why am I going to pass to someone that's not as dedicated as me and trust them in the situations under intense pressure? It makes so much fucking sense, bro. It actually does. Kobe's that fucking
It's just GOAT talk, though, isn't it?
It is GOAT talk. Messi or Ronaldo? Then we're on the topic of sports. The thing, I know who you prefer, but
the thing is, look, the facts and the stats don't lie. But like as a kid growing up, there is nobody more in the world than I wanted to be than 07, 08 Ronaldo, bro.
He is a fucking GOAT, and I respect him.
No, like he will go down. I think, in my opinion, he still has to go down as number 2.
No, he does. He does go down
as number 2. But you can't. The little boy from Rosario, bro. That little boy from Rosario, like you can't doubt him. Like I used to stand up against you, Messi lovers, man. I used to. I used to say like. But bro, like
he's so effortless to watch. Like he just gets the ball and he just fucking goes.
And like he's just still going. And the thing is, it breaks my heart, that Ronaldo's going out the way that he's going out. Because he don't deserve it. He don't deserve it. And it all starts because I fucking hate United. For all you United fans, fuck you, yeah.
Fuck United. Fuck Chelsea as well.
Yeah, fuck Chelsea. Chelsea shit. But like United ruined Ronaldo, man. If Ronaldo went to City that one season, for that season, he would have been the top goal scorer in the Prem. He potentially would have won the Champions League with Man City, and he would have continued being in a top squad where people around him are going to get the ball to him in areas that he needs. And the fact that City were in for him means that Pep was happy and willing to work around somebody like Ronnie. Like, bro, United, man, like, it don't work, bro. They were broken, and they just thought they're going to bring in a cheeky little Varane signing and a cheeky little Ronnie here, and they're going to go and challenge for the Premier and the Champions League. Nah, man.
Do you know what's wrong with United? With United, but obviously they're United are coming together now. But what's wrong with them is that when you look at Arsenal, we look like a team, we look like a unit. Whereas on paper, United probably have better players than us.
Bro, one of the strongest squads, bro. They spent over $1.5 billion, bro.
That's ridiculous, isn't it? That's ridiculous.
That's crazy amounts of money, bro.
On the topic of football, do you know what I saw the other day, which made my heart go a little bit? Obviously, so me and Chris were both Arsenal fans. I saw the clip of when Thierry Henry came back to Arsenal on loan. He scored the goal, and he went and hugged Arsene Wenger. Yeah,
and he did the run all the way around. Yeah, I remember. I watched that game live. Amazing.
Unbelievable.
Amazing.
Man. Made my heart
Shout out TT, man.
TT, Mika Richards. He's a dream guest on the pod. So, Micah, if you're watching this.
Hey, listen, run Micah up in the comments, man. Let's get Micah on here. Listen, I can hold a better convo about football with you than Jamie Carragher and Neville, bro.
I can't do that.
And I promise I'll make you laugh. You know when he does that laugh? And his mouth opens bare wide, bro. It kills me off.
He's without a doubt out of that trio. TT, Jamie Carragher, the girl. I don't know her name, but she's nice though. And Micah's so funny.
They do the American. They cover on the American channels.
It's a shame that they've gone to America. The bag in America is different.
Of course, bro.
For any entertainment thing, like just anything within the entertainment realm, it's the biggest place in the world.
Yeah,
to go and
100.
entertain, and then you fucking go to Vegas as well, bro. I want to travel to America, bro. We need to travel. That's something that we haven't done.
Listen,
we'll be able to. Though.
Once we get to the stage where things work and we've got guaranteed things set in place, there's no reason why we can't do things like that.
I don't mind.
But all in,
with us as well.
All in good time, bro.
I know.
Those things will come, man.
Do you know what it is? I'm itching to do these fucking things, bro. Like I'm itching to like live that life that everybody fucking dreams about. Like I want to do it. Like the thing is I said it earlier in the pod. It's like the blind faith. Like I don't. There's no proof to me that these things are even real, or that it's even plausible to have that much money in a bank account, because I don't know anybody probably that does.
But it's not just the money, though.
No, I know it's not just do you know what? For me, the main thing is, this happened to us the other day when we went to the Apple shop, and we went to the Apple shop, and there was that kid, and his AirPod.
I know exactly what you. Bro.
We went to the Apple shop, and this kid's AirPods are broken. We were just like, me and Chris looked at each other, and we both knew straight away. We're like, fuck, like we wish we could
said it to each other, bro. I actually turned around and I whispered to you, like, bro, imagine if we had the back. So what actually happened was, like, this kid, he was like, you could tell he was in secondary school,
like 13, 14.
Yeah, bro, and like he walked into Apple and he was on his own, and like he was wearing a jacket and he was wearing like a school coat. I didn't know what
to say.
Yeah, like you know that he just finished school and he's broken his AirPods, and if he goes home, like his mum's defo gonna give him a hard time if she finds out that his AirPods are broke or some shit. Like he got that for his birthday present, and like that's like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like you could just tell, and like he was like, oh well, one of my AirPods is broke. Can I get one? And they were like, you need to get a whole new set. Like you can't just get a repair and whatever. And like we just saw, like he was like, oh, how much is that?
Dropped.
And they gave him, like they gave him a price or something, and he was just like, oh. Like, and you could just tell. And I actually turned to H and I goes, bro, I wish we had the bag now. Like I would just be like, yo, go get the AirPods Pro from downstairs, and we'll just.
I was thinking that's one of the things I'm looking forward to being able to give back. Deadass.
I want to give back to everybody that ever stood by me. I want to give back to everybody that ever believed in me. I want to give back to the people that are less fortunate than me. I want to make the people that love and care for me feel special and be like, you know what? That's our motherfucker, and he did it.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing more satisfying for me than that. And I already get pieces of that now. I already get the slightest pieces of that now. And we're nowhere near. In the sense of, when we put something out and I see somebody that can appreciate that line of work, they're like, yo, like, that's sick.
Yeah.
Or when we're up at 6 a.m. every single day and we've documented it every single day, and we've gone and we've worked our bollocks off, then we've gone home and we've got on the office, then we've gone to a shoot, then we've gone here, then we've, do you know what I mean? And we've done our stuff, and I get home and I just get the message of, good night, son, like I'm so proud of you. Just those little things from Marjay, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, bro,
those things, like that really, really makes me go,
fires
bro.
Me up, bro.
Yeah, bro.
It fires me up. It actually does. The first thing that I'm going to do when I come across like real fucking money, even if it's like...
Buy dad the Bentley.
No. I want to pay off my mum and dad's house mortgage, man. That's something I said from young. Like from when I was like 15, 16, I always said that I wanted to do that. So like that would just be a goated feeling, even if it's fucking £1,000 that's left on it.
But I think that's every child's dream that's got any sort of aspirations to grow up and to do something like that for...
That would just be a dope feeling. Just come home with the paperwork one day. Dad, here you go. Paid off.
Like it's done, man.
Sick.
Yeah.
That would be fucking sick. We'd have to call up the accountant. Shout out my Nero.
Gooms. I am part of the Gooms now. So we've got a freshie accountant, and he's brilliant. And he can barely speak English. So, Filemo Andrea, if you're watching this, Gooms. Employees.
I felt like that was like one of there's been like a few times, like the Represent was one of the times where it felt like we were really doing it. Going to the accountants for the first time.
Set it up as we're a registered business, bro.
Yeah, that was one of the times where it really felt like we were doing it. There's just been like a couple of those like little reminders.
Yeah.
It has.
What about the first board meeting that we had with our client in Birmingham in the boardroom? where we at?
We're on fucking 58 minutes, bro.
I think we should close it at an hour.
For a minute. To be fair, we are going out.
So
you're going on a little date tonight, aren't you? Ooh.
Me? Look at me how I'm dressed, yeah? My baggy tee, and I'm wearing some little look. And look at H. You guys decide who you think's going on a date, yeah?
I'm not going nowhere.
Say no more. That's it.
I'm getting into. I wanted to dress up nice for the podcast.
Yeah, whatever, bro.
Special occasions.
Cool.
Big
He's
pot.
full of shit, bro.
Oh, quickly as well. So me and Chris Chris on my birthday has ordered me some Gooms merchandise. If anybody's interested, get in touch. We don't want no money.
You guys will be
Rep
seeing
the
us
brand.
repping.
Yeah.
Right, let's just wait for you guys. Just wait to see it first, and then we'll go from there. But as of now, I think we'll just keep it as 2 of 2 pieces. And I want it to feel a little bit like nobody else has got this.
It is special. What is there any messages that you want to say before we go?
I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone, first of all, for just clicking on this video. If you're still here, if you're still listening on whatever platform you're on, I just want to say a massive thank you. And I promise you guys, this is just the start. Like today, there's not really a lot of structure in this conversation. We just,
but I think that's the best way.
We just wanted to get in and just put the cameras on, get the mics out, and just crack on. But I promise you guys, we are going to bring a lot of value with this podcast. We're going to have a lot of stuff that's going to be educational, inspirational, sometimes funny. Like, there's no limit to where this can go. And with the network that continues to grow on both of our behalves, like, we're going to bring some fucking interesting people to this podcast. So
go and subscribe, go and like, comment, Spotify, follow us, like the pod, save it, share it. Send it to someone.
Just run this stuff up, man. We're literally
trying to get the movement out there.
The 2 young boys from Rosario. No, the 2 young boys from Aradeeps.
Yeah, the 2 young boys from Cyprus, man. Really fucking
We're just
the first to do it.
We're really trying to do it, man. So any support from you guys is really, really like appreciated. And
I just want to say thank you for the very small community of people that genuinely show that real fucking love.
Yeah, because you are there, and we know you, man. We know who you are.
Yeah, it doesn't go unrecognized. Like, thank you. Like the people that believe, like, in something that they're believing in, someone that's believing in something that they haven't even seen. Like, that's so fucked. But there's people that just see it. They see the fucking work.
They believe. I just want to say thank you for those people, man.
Thank you for the people that clicked and watched, because it genuinely 100%. You don't understand. It means the most. There's so much effort that we put in. So much.
So
let's
is that a wrap?
It up. Episode 1.
Thank you, peoples there. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all of that good shit, man.
And
Gooms Pod 1.
We're out.
We out, baby.